Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about loadout trailers. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below, hit the bell and hit the like button and let me know what you think down below. Let's get into it. First things first, before we get into this video, make sure you always do your pre-trip. Not only on your truck, on the trailer that you're picking up, and on the trailer that you already have picked up, just to make sure you always do your pre-trip, because something always comes up while you go rolling down the road that you never know that actually came up. And I see a lot of drivers out there that they barely even make it around the hood of the truck. That's not a way to succeed in trucking, especially if you have your own authority and you have your own truck, and especially if you getting loadout trailers. Number one thing you want to do, stay away from new trailers. I cannot emphasize this enough. Stay away from new trailers. The reason why I say that is because you're going to limit yourself on what loads you can pick up. Floor loaded, especially floor loaded. Sometimes floor loaded get paid a lot. Sometimes they're just a bunch of headache and you don't want to mess with them, So, but you're limiting yourself on to loads such as, like I said, floor loaded or like tire loads, or I mean, you're even limiting yourself in pallet loads, because you know how these forklift drivers are. They go in there, they get in there just really fast, boom, boom, drop it, boom. Then they're scuffing the side of it. And on a new trailer, you cannot return that new trailer scuffed up, ding, damage, or I mean, even just small tears on that new trailer. They're gonna inspect that trailer and then they're gonna charge you for it. That's for sure. I'm not specifically saying stay away, just don't pick up new trailers whatsoever. What I'm emphasizing is that if you have options, stay away from new trailers. Now, I have gotten some new trailers before, and I have to specifically pick what trade or what loads I'm picking up. When I called that broker and asked about that load, I am getting every single little detail about that load that could possibly damage that new trailer that you currently have. And here's the main reason why you want to get a used trailer. Take a look at this trailer. I took pictures of the trailer and then I show what damages are on this trailer. As long as you take 360-degree picture of that trailer, they cannot dispute that. You send that in, you email it into to whoever brokered that trailer for you, and then you email it to them. Hey, and I just say on there, just notice all damages, see pictures attached. So that's what we call in the military CYA, cover your ass. I don't know. I think they also have that same term in the civilian world. But you want to make sure you do that. You want to make sure you take pictures of everything damages wise. I know this why you have to figure, okay, are loadout trailers really worth it compared to a power only? Because you're wasting a lot of time. Believe it or not, you're going to be wasting some time. So second thing you want to stay away from is reefer trailers, specifically reefer trailers with units. Number one, there's several factors into why I don't like reefers, because number one, they're heavier. The trailers are usually heavier on average. And then number two, they don't have E-tracks. The E-track, so you can use straps instead of load bars. I don't like load bars because load bars are long and they take up a lot of space. My truck doesn't have a lot of space, so I try to use straps as much as I could. And if it requires a load bar, I would pick up a load bar, and I would have to take the loss on that load bar, like $27 or whatever, because I don't have no space for that load bar. But your truck might be different. You might have the bracket in the back of your cab to put a load bar in there, and that's fine, But that's some of the things I look out for. The third thing you want to stay away from is roll-up doors. Now, roll-up doors, are the doors that you just bring up, you pull it up. Usually, a lot of your local deliveries, they use those roll-up doors because it's a lot faster, right? And a lot of times they don't dock. They don't dock those trucks. And I mean, they do dock if there is a dock, but a lot of times they don't dock. They just roll it up, pull out the freight, and then boom, forklift in from the tail end of the trailer. But a lot of times your roll-up doors will have a lower clearance than your swing doors. So if you're gonna pick up a low roll-up doors, make sure you know the height of that freight, because once you get to the shipper and then they're like, oh man, we can't fit, we're hitting, and they don't realize that they're gonna hit or whatever, and they damage that roll-up door. You see what I mean? So it's just a whole lot of headache that you got to get into. But just if you do get a roll-up door, make sure you get the height measurement of that roll-up door, and then you make sure you know the details of that load as far as height-wise, because once again, you don't want to pay for that damage. Another thing you want to do is you want to know what year that trailer is. Usually you want to be around 6 years, maybe 8 years, but no new trailers. You know what I mean? Like a brand new trailers. As long as it doesn't say brand new trailer on there, you're covered, right? However, you don't want to be at 15-year-old trailer. I mean, you can, as long as you know where the trailer is coming from. So I know it's a double-edged sword thing, but you got to make sure you know what you're getting into, because let's just say you drive to that trailer location. Let's say you deadhead 80 miles to that trailer location. You got everything ready. You got set up with the broker and everything, and all rate-con and everything is signed correctly, and you're getting it ready to head there. You head down there, you drive hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever, and then you get there and the trailer does not meet your requirements. I mean, as far as it doesn't meet DOT. So it's not DOT ready. Now what are you going to do? Now, some of them would say, okay, it's DOT ready. Yeah, anybody can say that. I mean, anybody with what is it? How many years experience is it to do inspections on DOT or DOT inspections? I mean, it's only several years of experience, and anybody can say that, and anybody can fiddle in any paper and say yep, I checked that, everything is good, and then you get there, like I said, you get there and then you just wasted an hour and a half, and plus the time that you negotiate with the broker, so it's best to just ask for the year, and you want to make sure you're in a decent year. You don't want to be on 20-year-old trailer and then you get there and then boom, next thing you know, you got issues. I mean, you can still pick up those type of trailers if you look out for the last thing we're going to talk about. So the last thing we want to talk about is know where the trailer is from. Why? Because if you don't understand how a loadout trailer works already, basically is a trailer that needs to be moved from one location to the other. It was either sold or it was being moved by another owner or whatnot, whatever the case may be. If you ask where that trailer comes from, and then you use Google, you look up that address, and then you look it up and be like, okay, oh man, this trailer is coming from a farm. If it's coming from a farm, I got nothing against farmers. I have absolutely got nothing against them. But most of your farmers, they be like, the wheel's not falling off, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll probably be fine. Now, when you pull in through that scale and DOT says take it around the back, it won't be fine. Because they saw something. If it's not a random check, they saw something that, hey, let's go check this trailer out. So always know where the trailer is from. Now, when you look it up on Google and it's or when you see it on the rate-con and the rate-con shows that it's coming from a dealership, then you're fine. Because a lot of those, they will be DOT'd, and a lot of those guys, they do their job to the best of their ability. So they'll try to perform that job and try to check out that trailer, make sure it's good to go, it's DOT ready. So not all loadout trailers will come from places like dealership or just people wanting to move a trailer, it got sold or whatnot. But there's also other trailers that will be moved by people with a lot of trailers, such as JB Hunt, Swift. All of these people, if they need something moved, they will also post that on the board, So, and a lot of times those kind of trailers, if it's an empty move or whatnot, you probably won't be able to use that trailer. It'll probably say it on there. So, I mean, I've seen people go with the Amazon trailer to go try to pick up a load somewhere where the Amazon trailer is not supposed to be there. So just don't be that guy. Trust me, you don't want that headache. You really don't. So those are some of the things that I look for when I'm trying to book a loadout trailer. I would like to book a loadout trailer right now, but it's peak season now. So I think I'm going to be doing a lot of Amazon instead, because Amazon is getting pretty hot. It's heating up in the Amazon division. So I don't think I will be doing any loadout trailer anytime soon, but we will see. We'll see. If I do, I'm going to make a video of it and show you step by step on how I do my loadout trailers. But if you follow these 5 steps or these tips on how to look for or what to look for in this loadout trailers, when you booking loadout trailers, believe me, you'll be just fine. If you just make sure you do your pre-trip, make sure you know what year that trailer is, where it's coming from, make sure, you know what I mean? It's just, if you do get these kind of trailers, make sure that you have these limitations. And when you do look on that load board, make sure that you are keeping in mind what those limitations are, because, you know, once you sign that rate con and you're on the way, and then you found out at the end that you just wasted your time by going there because the loadout trailer that you got is too low or whatnot, or whatever the case may be, or it's spring load, it's not air ride. That's another thing. Oh, that's another thing. Try to always look for air ride. Make sure you look for air ride, because there are loads out there that specifically ask for air ride. So there goes the last tip. Something that I forgot about, you know. So just make sure it's air ride. You can have spring load or spring load trailers, but spring suspension trailers, but you just got to know that when you book that load, make sure it doesn't say that you require an air ride trailer, because like I said, once you get to that location, to your shipper, and then they're looking at your trailer, they're inspecting it. Hey, you don't have airbags, we can't load you. Boom, you just wasted time. So if you like this video, let me know down below. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next video.